Hi everyone, it's Stacy here with the crazy hair going on. It's late. I've been getting quite a few requests from people to do this next topic, and I've been thinking about how to set it up. So basically, we're going to talk today about how to sell your old bags on eBay specifically. There are other ways to sell your bag. I do believe that eBay is going to get you your best bang for your buck. Obviously, how are you going to afford more Vera in the future if you have to hang on to bags you don't use anymore? So let's look at, maybe selling some of that off, getting some cash. Maybe the husband or the partner will be a little more understanding if you use some cash of stuff you sold. And we're going to talk about eBay in this video. I thought about doing one of all the different venues of where to sell your bag, and maybe that's another video, but we're going to talk about solely on eBay. Really, that's the number one resale website out there. I know you've got Facebook and Poshmark and Mercari and ThreadUp and all those good places, but we're going to talk about eBay specifically today. So I got a bag that I found at the thrift store. What was it, about 2 months ago? Was it a month ago? Time flies. Time flies when you're having fun. Thrifting is fun. And I'm going to use this purposely because used bags are obviously a little harder to sell than new bags. So, how to sell your bag on eBay. First of all, take good pictures. Get good lighting, whether it's natural light you're using through a window. I have a ring light here that I use for YouTube videos. I do use that for pictures that you see on Instagram and Facebook with me. Love it. Take good pictures. Take your own pictures. Obviously, Vera Bradley microfiber looks the same throughout each one, but the fabric bags, they all look different. And you don't want to be stealing someone else's pictures. Yeah, eBay's more relaxed on that here in the last year or so, but don't give yourself bad karma. Just don't do it. Don't Google pictures and take those because eBay really frowns on that as well. And again, it's not yours. And especially if you're selling a used bag, why are you showing a new bag when yours is used? You're only setting yourself up for negative feedback, and we don't want negative feedback, right? Okay, so number one, take good pictures. Number two, know the weight of your bag. Take everything out of it. You've used it. It's all empty. Clean it out. Would you want to get a bag in the mail that's, got gunk in it, cat hair, pet hair? No, you don't want that. So clean up the bag. Obviously, you want to take good pictures of a clean bag too. But clean out the bag. Check the weight. That is where a lot of new sellers go wrong. They lose their shirt in shipping. Now, Vera Bradley fabric bags are very easy to ship. I mean, compared to like glass items, vintage, one-of-a-kind pieces, stuff like that. Oh my goodness, I can't even imagine. These are very easy to ship. Shipping supplies, I like Amazon for a lot of them. I kind of go between Amazon and eBay, where I find my shipping supplies. You want to get maybe a roll of tape, some padded envelopes. If you're shipping priority is for items over 16 ounces. So this bag weighs probably around 8 ounces, and that's just because I know that. So it's going to ship first class, but anything over 16 ounces is going to ship priority. Now, here's the thing. Don't get flat rate. Not with your Bradley bags. You're going to lose your shirt on shipping if you do flat rate. Get regular priority shipping. I'm talking only through the post office. Yes, there's FedEx. Yes, there's UPS. But the slide away to bag, post office is going to be your best bet. Okay, so you need to find out the weight of this bag. If you're only selling a couple bags, I mean, you can get a scale. I do recommend one. You can get a pretty cheap one on eBay and not lose your shirt. You're probably going to find other stuff to weigh on it. You know, if you have a kitchen scale, great. I don't know. I don't know how accurate your scale is. I personally do not have a scale for a person in my house. No, we're not going there. So hop on, see how much you weigh, then grab your purse, then see how much you weigh. It's kind of an estimate. But you want to be pretty accurate with the ounces. So definitely pay attention to that. So, okay, you've got your weight, you got your pictures, you've got your shipping supplies. You know, if you're using a priority box, maybe stick the item in there when you're weighing it, just to make sure, double check on that weight. So, I'm going to assume that you've sold before on eBay and that you already have an eBay account, because really that could take such a long time to start going through that. So, we're going to, you know, assume a few things here. If you have questions, though, please leave them down below. Contact me through Facebook, Instagram, email me. I will definitely help you out. So the first thing you come across is your title. Title is very important. You need to know what your bag name is. This is Sophie in Hello Dahlia, so I would list this as Vera Bradley, Hello Dahlia, Sophie, correct spelling, and then maybe a few descriptive terms, and then put, I'm sorry, I shouldn't jump ahead. Descriptive terms like purse, bag, tote. Don't put beautiful, don't put gorgeous, don't put, you know, colorful. Use words that people are going to search by. Nobody's going to search by beautiful Vera Bradley bag. They're going to search by Vera Bradley bag, or Vera Bradley tote, Vera Bradley purse, maybe if they don't know the Sophie name. So you want to put in as many descriptive words that people are going to search by as possible. I can't remember how many characters, but it'll tell you when you're at your limit. Then you also want to briefly describe the description, or the condition in the title. If it's new with tags, you put NWT. New without tags, meaning it's never been used, but doesn't have tags. Not, well, I used it once, it still looks new. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Then put new without tags. If it has no tags, and it's never been used. I know with the old Vera Bradley tags, the green ones, they can come off easily. It happens. It shouldn't be too much of a surprise to a buyer. But be truthful on your condition. If it's excellent use condition, which is what I would put this bag in, and I'll tell you why, you put EUC. If it's in good condition, if maybe it has a little bit of wear, you know, on the handles, on the bottom, whatever, you put GUC, G as in good used condition. If it's been beat the crap, pardon the language, maybe it's for scrap, just put used in there. And then you want to put your condition accordingly after that. And, you know, eBay gives you some different options there. Then you can upload your pictures. Again, I think you can upload up to 12 pictures. I primarily sell cake toppers on eBay, and I only use 2 to 3 out of that. But with this, especially selling a used bag, you're going to want as many as possible. It's free. Take the time, because you're going to save yourself a return. You're going to save yourself, you know, possible negative feedback or even neutral feedback if you take good pictures. So I'm going to take a picture of the front, the back, the bottom, because obviously that can show a lot of wear. I'm going to take a picture of the top of the handles. The bottom of the handles are underneath, because when you're carrying it, you know, obviously you're getting a little more grime in those areas. I'm going to take a picture of the zipper, because with Vera Bradley zippers, the paint can chip pretty easily on those. This one in particular, I'm going to note there's no ribbon zipper pull. Open it up. Take at least one picture of the inside. If you have any ink spots or anything like that, you're going to want to take a picture of that as well. Maybe the sides. Take as many pictures as possible. I think eBay allows up to 12 before they start charging you. So you've got your pictures. Put those in. If you don't have a UPC code, that's okay. The UPC code is just to help people search better online for your bag, but it's not a big deal for a Vera Bradley bag. It's not like you're looking for an Apple iPhone here. We're talking about a Vera Bradley bag. Okay, so we go through that, and then your description. Measurements. Measurements are next. Now, if your bag is current on verabradley.com, you can actually copy and paste those, use those measurements, exact measurements from their website onto yours. That's not plagiarizing. That is actually taking the actual dimensions of the bag, and that's okay. If you have any trouble, like this Sophie bag is no longer sold on Vera Bradley, Vera Bradley's website, you can do a search of other items and know what dimensions other people put. Kind of double check, take your own. Okay, yeah, I could. Most people are saying this is, say 2.5 inches. I thought it was 2 1/4, but everybody else is saying 2.5. I'll say 2.5 inches in depth. No big deal there. Another reason why you want to do a search on these bags, and this probably you should probably do before you start even listing your bag, see how much they sold for. So what I would do is type in Vera Bradley, Sophie, maybe just the word hello, because Dahlia is kind of a hard word to spell. Or maybe I just want to see what Sophie bags are going for. You want to be specific, but you don't want to, obviously use too many words that you miss some of the listings out there. You can see what's out there currently. You can sort by price plus shipping, lowest first instead of best match. I do that. You want to go into either advanced search, or on the left hand side you'll see a box next to where it says completed listings. Click that. Not sold listings, completed listings. When you click that, or go through advanced search and click that, you're going to bring up everybody who sold a Sophie Vera Bradley bag in the last 90 days. Now, attempted to sell, I should clarify. If the price is green, it sold for that price. If the price is red, it did not sell for that price. So that's why you want to look at what has sold and what hasn't sold to give you a better idea of the price point that you need to be at with your bag. Also point out, see if they offered free shipping. Most Vera Bradley bags do offer free shipping, and you want to be in line with your competitors. If you and a competitor have this bag listed for $9.99, but you're charging $4 in shipping and they're free shipping, well, then they're going to get the customer and you aren't. Also, when you're doing the completed search, you want to look for recent first. Not low to high, but recent first. Okay, maybe, a month and a half ago, there was like 50 Sophies on there and they were selling for $10. But now, there's only a couple Sophies and they're selling for 15 to 20. So, you want to make sure that you're in line with the current pricing. Alright, so you got your price set. You're working on your description. Things to include in the description. Obviously the title. I like to put the title of the bag, and then again with the acronym of the condition EUC after this. So I put Vera Bradley, Hello Dahlia, Sophie, EUC. Underneath that I put size, and then I list the dimensions. Underneath that, then I just start describing this purse. Like I would say, this Sophie bag is great for pre-teens or little girls, because you want to talk about how this is a smaller bag. The exterior has 2 side slip-in pockets. The interior has 4 slip-in pockets, a sturdy base. It's finished with a zipper closure and a shoulder strap. So very basic description of the Sophie. Then I talk about the condition of the bag. This Sophie, as pictured, is in excellent use condition. The bottom shows no wear. There's no wear on the corners. That's the point for used Vera Bradley, look at the wear on the corners in particular. There's no wear around the zipper. There is no paint chipped on the zipper. However, it is missing the ribbon zipper pull. It has a little bit of loose threading around the base of the strap. The strap itself shows very, very little wear. Overall, this bag is in great condition. And so that's how basically I would describe the bag. Obviously, the more the wear, the more descriptive you'll want to be with talking about your bag. Then underneath that, I say this comes from a smoke-free, pet-friendly home, or kitty-friendly home. Trouble with fabric bags, they take on smells, they take on pet dander easier than leather. You'll want to disclose that. And then I usually say, like, I'm not affiliated with Vera Bradley. I've never worked for Vera Bradley. I'm not selling this bag for Vera Bradley. This is a bag for my own collection that I'm selling. And then that would be the end of my description. It doesn't have to be super long. I see these sellers with these super long disclaimers. Like, seriously, nobody's going to read that. And it really doesn't make any difference because in the end, eBay is going to make you accept that return. I'm sorry, it's true. Even if you say no returns, eBay can make you accept a return. So after the description, then I'm going to list when or specify when I want to start selling this bag. Now, in my opinion, you're going to, and it didn't used to be this way, but you're going to get more money for your bag doing an auction starting at, say, like, I would start this one at, like, say, $9.99. I wouldn't start at 99 cents because you could lose your shirt, especially if you offer free shipping. Did I say auction? I think I did say auction. I'm going to list this as buy it now with free shipping. I'm so sorry about that. Okay, so I'm going to do I buy it now because used to in the past, auctions did great, but, the climate of selling online has changed, and you can really lose your shirt on auction. So I do buy it nows. That way I know what I'm getting on my bag, set price. Got your eBay fees, your PayPal fees. I want to know what I'm going to sell this bag for. So I prefer buy it now. So you can list whenever. That's another beauty of buy it now. But have it listed for 30 days. Don't do a short listing. You get up to 30 days for free if you're the casual seller and you're under 50 listings a month. Just do 30 days. If you're going to do an auction, which I advise against, but you can do an auction, you can take that risk. Start it on a Sunday evening. Now remember, eBay time is on Pacific time. Vera Bradley customers tend to be on Eastern time. You want to think about, okay, most people are online in the evenings on Sundays, not necessarily during the afternoon, so maybe I'm going to start my auction at like 5 o'clock Pacific time, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Do it for 7 days. You want to include a weekend in there. There's no sense in doing a 3-day auction, a 5-day auction. Do a full 7 days. And do it from Sunday evening to Sunday evening. That's when you're going to get your best bang for your buck. Other decent selling days seem to be like Mondays. Actually Thursdays for some reason. I don't know why. Tuesdays aren't great. Wednesdays are terrible. Saturdays are terrible. Saturdays are terrible for online, period. I even noticed on YouTube that I have fewer viewers and fewer subscribers on Saturdays. So everybody's out doing their thing away from the computers on Saturdays. So be mindful when you're going to end your auction. Buy it now, doesn't matter. It's really no big deal. Now if you want to do an auction with the best offer, that is up to you. If you want to, or not an auction, a buy it now with the best offer, that is up to you. It all depends if you're willing to negotiate on your price, obviously. If I do a best offer, I actually raise the price just a little bit and then do a best offer. So I'd be happy to get $10 out of this bag. I only paid $1 or $2 for this bag. So if I got $10 from this, I'd be happy. I'm not selling it. This is going to be my daughter's bag when she gets a little bit bigger. It's a little bit big for her Now she was trying it today. Like, ooh, honey, you ain't ready for that. She's 4. I mean, she wants to play with it, that's fine, but ooh, that's big for her. So I digress. Anyway, so you've got your price set, your time set. You're going to decide whether you're going to do auction or buy it now. Down below, you want to set your weight, your shipping. Again, this is something I would ship first class. The nice thing about eBay is that if you're shipping through the post office, it's going to give you a barcode if you ship through eBay. Now, I do recommend shipping through eBay for several reasons. One, you're going to get a tracking number with this. Your buyer's going to love that. Two, you get a discount shipping through eBay. It's more expensive to go to the post office and ship your item than print out a label on eBay. You can print off plain piece of paper, tape it on there. Do not tape over your barcode. I would throw this in a padded mailer. I do have a few sheets that have the stickiness, and so I just peel it off, put it on there. I do reinforce it with tape. My post office is kind of rough with packages. I put tape around the edges of the shipping label. Again, don't put tape over your barcode. And then if you're shipping at priority, can't get to the post office, you can schedule a pickup with the post office. Just go through USPS.com, schedule a pickup, walk your way through it. Especially if you have a great mailman. I unfortunately do not. So I stopped doing that option. I actually take my stuff to the post office, drop it in their package slot. You can take it to the desk, and if you still feel more comfortable actually handing this off to a person at the post office, and I completely understand why, you can still print that label off through eBay, save you some money, and hand that over to them already done. It saves you some time there too. So I highly, highly recommend shipping through eBay. That way eBay automatically notifies the buyer that you've shipped the item. They give them the barcode, the tracking number, and you're both on your merry way. So again, I would do first class on this particular light piece. Now, how soon should you ship your item? I put 1 day shipping. Your buyers want you to ship this as soon as possible. They paid you the money. You owe them, a good customer service, obviously. So I ship at night when my kids go to bed. And then it goes out the next morning. The only nights I don't ship are Saturdays. Obviously, if I don't have a sale that day, I don't ship. But let's assume I do. So Saturdays are the only nights I don't ship, since obviously the post office is closed on Sundays. Not a big deal. Ship it as soon as possible. Don't make your buyer wait. You could possibly get negative feedback or neutral feedback, and that would kill you. If you wanted to sell again in the future. So, okay, you've got your weight set. You've got I'm assuming your PayPal already set up, because you need PayPal to sell on eBay to be able to accept payments through PayPal. Now they do accept credit cards, but again, that all still goes through PayPal. So list your item. You can watch it. You can watch it like a hawk. You can see how many watchers you have. Let's say you go through your 30 days and you have, very little interest in it. Look at your listing again. Don't do an automatic relist. Okay, let's look and see what we did wrong. Oh, look, now the Sophie's selling for $7.99, and I should lower my price. Or, maybe I need to retake that picture. So that wasn't a good lighting day. So retake the picture. Tweak it so it'll sell. It'll sell. This bag I could get to sell. Even with the missing ribbon zipper pull, there's somebody out there that's going to want this bag. And that's the beauty of eBay, because they reach the most buyers. And they have for a long time. If you have a receipt of your purchase, that's great to show too, to show authenticity. If people ask you where you got it, be truthful, but you don't have to tell them how much you bought it for. Let's say you pick this up, like you did me. Okay, I don't have a receipt for it since I bought it at a thrift store, but let's say I picked this up at a secondhand store, sold it to me for $5, and I've got a receipt for it showing I bought it. Doesn't really show authenticity, but trying here. You don't have to tell them how much you paid. You don't. If you make a profit, great. Go buy some more Vera Bradley with it. Profit's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. And if, you have a good deal on something and you want to resell it, go for it. Go for it. It's just, don't let it hold you back. There's an occasional grumpy customer out there, but you don't have to sell to them. So, once you sell your item, ship it right away. Leave that buyer good feedback. You can't leave them a negative or a neutral. There's no point in withholding it. If you're going to leave them feedback, in my opinion, I think people are more willing to leave you feedback. Hopefully, that will help you get starting selling your Vera Bradley on eBay. If you have any questions, again, please let me know. I am on Facebook, The Amazing Shopper, Instagram, The Amazing Shopper, Twitter, Amazing_Shopper. You can leave me questions down below the video. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more videos about Vera Bradley. We're going to do some more videos on how to sell your bags too. And how to buy bags. Obviously, you got to build up your collection somehow without breaking the bank. So, if you have any questions, leave them below. Contact me through the other forms of social media. And I will talk to you guys later. Good luck on selling your bags. Bye.